Let's talk about adding content. So you can add content using this insert section up here. We've got a few options here. So you can add a text box, images. You can embed items. So that's if you have like a YouTube video or something you want to embed, you can embed it. You can add items directly from your Google Drive. When you add them from Google Drive, they're going to show up as embedded items as well. So if you add like a document, it's going to embed that document. And I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. Then you have content blocks. These are kind of pre-built blocks of content that you can stick in. Then you have a variety of smaller, more detailed items you can add. So for example, there's a collapsible group. This is a group that can be shrunk down and then opened back up. Table of contents is automatically built out based off of the items that you're adding to the site. Image carousel is one that you're going to probably find pretty useful. It allows you to add a bunch of different images. There's a button, so you can use a button to link to other items. So for instance, let's say you have a Google Doc that you want to link to, but you don't want to use the drive because you don't want to embed it. You just want someone to click a button to get to it. You can do that through this little button tool. Divider is just a divider. I'm not going to go into all of these. Rest are relatively self-explanatory. So let's go ahead and add some content. So you can, like I said, you can click one of these up here to add content. You can click on the blocks. You can also just double click anywhere on the page and you're going to get an option to add things that's very similar to the options that are up here. So I can add a text box if I want to right here, but I'm going to go ahead and just use the tools here. So I'll click text box and it automatically adds a text box. So I'll say something here. All right, so I added a text box. I said I'm going to make it a title, and I'll show you how to do that. So I just click anywhere in the text, and this little drop down here lets me choose what type of text I'm adding. So in this case, I'm going to make it a title. And notice how it changes the color and it changes the size. This will be standardized, so next time I make a title, it'll also be the same size and color. Let's add another text box. So here's some content. Okay, and then let's go ahead and let's add an image. That's going to be a pretty popular one. So I can upload an image or I can select an image. So upload is where I've got the image downloaded to my computer and I'm going to upload it into the site. The nice part about using this method is the share permissions are automatically going to be appropriate once I upload it to the site. If I do select, then it's going to give me some options. When I do select, I have a default view that brings me up my Google Drive, and so I can go in here, navigate through different folders and find images. Those images within the folders do have to have their permissions set appropriately to be viewed by anyone on the internet, so be careful of that. I can add it by URL, so if I have the URL of the image. Google image search is a pretty useful one. So I can do a search for whatever I want, and then I can click on it and add that in. And then photos is going to be photos that I have in my photos album. So let's go ahead and add that chart. All right, so now I have an image in there.